to have all of us, and I'm believing that by the grace of God, we will all meet as Presidium Media students. That's my prayer for everybody. The videos were fantastic. Honestly, I will not lie to you. Because as a singer, being perfect, it is a gradual thing. So I believe as time goes on, everybody will perfect. Yeah. Same with me here, I'm not perfect. So it's you knowing your challenge and then bending down to work on yourself. So good to have us here. And today, our topic is showcase your talent. And I'm going to call on the Director of Studies, Mrs. Grace Ofoka, to take us on this.
So I want to encourage all of you, for you to have even seen the flyer for the event and decided to train yourself. It tells me things about you. It tells me that you are a singer who is passionate about what you're doing and that you want to learn. It also tells me that you are very humble and you are willing to take your singing to the next level. And that is the dream of Presidium Media, to help every singer to be able to realize their dreams, to be able to become better versions of themselves and their music, and to be able to master their voice and the uniqueness that their voice carry. So I want to encourage all of you. What we saw in the project that you have been submitting, it's amazing. I want to congratulate you. Congratulations to all of you. Those of you who have been doing your exercises, their assignments from day one, they've never missed it. Congratulations, well done. It shows a lot about you. It shows that you will really go far with that voice of yours if you keep up the artist, keep up with what you're doing. Okay, so we're going to be rounding up today with this topic, which is showcase your talent. And at Presidium Media, what we love to do, what we always do for our students, is we teach them ways how they can make money with their skill. It pains me when I see musicians tell me, I don't have money. I can't afford to do this. I can't afford to do that. And it would be like, because I have been there before. I remember one time I wanted to take up a banking job. And one of my sisters told me, Grace, the gifts you have, you don't need to do any other thing. Just need to dwell on your gift and you would earn a whole lot. And I reasoned it. I said, yeah, this is true. I have these gifts and I'm going out trying to see another way to go and make money. Let me tell you, if you have that voice, your gifts is enough to take good care of you without you even having to work a day. What do I mean by working a day? It means that you are just enjoying yourself and you're getting paid. Imagine when you go to a show and maybe your professional fee is, for Nigerians, let me put it that your professional fee is 500K. Or let's say you are living in the US, the professional fee is $1,000. And in Naira, what is $1,000 right now? It's like 800,000. And all you just need to do is to come on stage for like 5 minutes and sing. And when you're done, you enjoy $1,000 in your account. Is that not amazing? And many musicians are here cutting off their heads. Most times it's common in Nigeria. I don't know about other countries, but here in Nigeria, I see a lot of singers, they struggle. They don't mind to pay a whole lot to learn. They try and learn. And when they learn, they don't know how to convert that pain to money. So though most singers don't care about the money from their singing, you don't mind working different hours. And in the process of you doing so much work, you won't even have time to practice. You won't have time to do the thing you love to do. you won't even have that time to pay attention to what you love to do. So at the end of the day, you are not producing the best you can produce. At the end of the day, you're not able to do anything you want to do. So how can you be able to come before people and use your gifts, earn from your gifts, use the money you earn from your gifts, support your career? Okay, how can you do that? In Grace Media, we try to see how to help you, even if it is small money you can use to support your education in music. It's something. We have different seminars whereby we will train you on how to make money from your music. And this is a beautiful package that we will give to our students. As far as a registered student, once that seminar is on, you would enjoy from the benefits. And then people who are non-students will have to pay money like 6,000, 5,000 to be able to join that seminar. In that seminar, we bring the best of the best people. You know, you've gone through our free training. You can imagine what you got for free. Then imagine when you enter into the school, what you will now do. So we get the best of the best in the industry to come and give you tips on what you will do. Number one, to gain scholarship. For those of you who are music students, maybe you study music in university, or you study in university and you want to do your master's abroad and you want to do it in music. We have people who will teach you, who will lecture you, direct you on how you'll be able to get scholarship abroad to further your education in music. Number two, we will also get you, we'll also teach you how to be able to package yourself when you go for shows. You know, some musicians don't know how to package themselves when they go for shows. And that is why people pay them mediocre fees. You just, after all this training, let's say you get into Grace Media, you break a bank, you go and even borrow money and make so much money and borrow money and pay for the training. And then after you finish doing all those training, spending a whole lot of money in training, you do level 1, you do level 2, you do level 3, you do level 4. You now go out there and somebody now calls you and say, come and perform. And you go to perform and they are saying, they say, hey, don't worry, we'll find you something. At the end of the day, they give you 2,000 naira. You collect because you do not know how to package yourself as a business. So we would also direct to see when you're going for a show, this is how you will do it, so that people will be able to pay you your price. You don't just take, if you want to do music professionally, you have to be professional about it. The way you people are professional about your businesses, you have to be professional about your music. We also get you people who will also direct you, like people who will teach you. For those of you who promote your music, maybe you release a piece of music. I know one of you here, that is my friend, Jay Knight. He released one of his songs like that all over social media. Congratulations. Now, let's say you release your music online, and how will you be able to release it on all social platforms? Some people don't know how to do it. And it's very necessary that you do that. If you still don't know how to put your music on all social media platforms, then you are losing out, because people can take your music and be earning from your music. So after all the hard work, all the voice training you did, all the going to the studio to release the song, you now release it out there. Maybe you just go and pay some websites to put it for you. People will now be going there to download your song. I'm telling you, you will lose out of that, because you will not be able to get back your money. But if you put it on the right platforms, put it on platforms whereby once people go online, they browse about it, even if they download it, even if they play your music on Facebook, anywhere your music is played, you will surely have something paid into your account as a musician. And before you know it, you'll be able to earn money. If that song goes viral, you will earn money from that song. Okay? So there are so many ways a musician can make money. You can also make money as an educator. If you see in this program, most of the people who are students like you, we involve our students. Sometimes we make them interns. They will become teachers just like you. So we also help our students to be able to come out there and face their style, meet people, talk, and become hosts on their own. This is not the only program that your school president has anchored. She has been anchoring some other programs in the school. So you too will get, we also have Mam Rosie, who's also a student like you. She's the project supervisor for this program. So these are all students doing this work like you. Once you get into Presidium Media, you will get active online. You will see that you will not even have time to be doing your spare time. You now say, let me go to Facebook and be chatting any kind of thing on Facebook or Instagram. If you are going there, you are going there for business. There's also, talking about social media, we do something in the school which is compulsory, that every 5 minutes in a week, you must go live on your YouTube. Either you choose YouTube or Instagram. Some of our students in the last section, they've become celebrities. One of them has become celebrities on Instagram. The number of followers she has is not even up to the number of followers I have. She goes live, she does that thing diligently, and she even opened her own business now. Some of our students, after they are just in level 2, after level 1, they started their businesses. I know like 3 or 4 who have started their brand and business on voice. One of them does voiceovers for companies. The other one does singing. If you call her, she would sing jingles for you. Okay, so we have that aspect. You would go live on YouTube, and once you go live, you would sing for your audience, and gradually you build your followership. Okay, so we have so many packages for you at Presidium Media. Then at Presidium Media, we also do something for our students. Because it is a 7 days training, we will not be able to have that time to do an elaborate concert for you people, because the way we do our concert is online concert, and it's very beautiful. If you go on our YouTube, you'll be able to see some of the concerts. Let me show you a video of the project. Like some of you have been submitting your projects. It's just a tip of the iceberg of what you will see. If you, by the time you enter the main level, you will see, you will do greater things. I saw some of his video and I was shedding tears, like, what this person just needs is just guidance. Someone who will love you, love your talent, and push you to greatness. This is what some people don't even have. When I was younger and I was going to music school, non-music school, when I was in the higher institution, you're supposed to be free to blossom. The best of who you are. You need someone who will see you and be like, oh my goodness, you are great. You are made for great. In short, I want you in the highest place. That is what you need as a musician. And when you have such kind of people around you, you would be the best of who you want to be. And here at Presidium Media, we always try our best to help our students to reach to that extent. I'm going to show you one of our students song in Igbo, because I'm Igbo. And she said she would do an Igbo song all the way from Senegal. This was her level 2 project. She's currently in level 3. Very soon she'll be entering level 4, because they're doing their graduation very soon. Once they are done with their graduation, the next section in August will start. So let's see what she came up with.
Why Yemi Alade? Yemi Alade is for me a reference in Africa and all over the world by her many talents as author, composer, performer, and by her energy. She transmits her vocal color, her creativity. In short, it's Yemi Alade. Okay, I admit I choose Nagode because I really like the song without even understanding the lyrics. It's when it's by learning the lyrics that I understood the very nice message that she wanted to pass. I will also try to transmit it.
person we are so.
You teach how to produce your own song. In level 3, you will compose, you produce your own song. In level 2, you will do something like this that she did. In level 1, you also learn how to produce songs, covers, shoot it. Now look at this thing. Even the video editing was done by her. Everything was done by her. And this is just one out of many aspects you see in the school.
Supposed to chop, he's supposed to pop, he's supposed to chill. Ebelebe, person where you're supposed to dance, he's supposed to rock, he's supposed to flex. Ebelebe, but don't you forget you, say no be mama to you, always be thankful.
Just the tip of the iceberg. And imagine if you now know how to do these things. It's enough skills for you to go out there online. We have some platforms where people can make money as musicians online. And we always have such seminars. So if you are not even able to enter into the August section, you can just pay for that one. That one is just 5,500, 6,000. That's what we charge for that, how to make money as a musician. But if you're a student, you have the access to attend the seminar. You don't need to pay for that seminar. So that package comes with you. And you will join, after that seminar, you join a community. There's a situation where we had a lady who joined the seminar. She learned everything, how to get the money, how to get clients. The other day, she got a job of $600 every week. But she has to work 11 hours every day. You know what is $600? And the only thing they required for her is to be singing. Just sing. They will send her the songs, she will sing in the studio and send it to them. So now the challenge now was that she didn't know how to use all these platforms because she's not one of our students. And I didn't know how to start helping her. Okay, this is how to use this software, because she needed to send a song. And for her to locate a studio, we all know, many of you are musicians here that go to studio, we all know how much studios charge. Before she will get to a studio, time has gone. But imagine if you already know how to do it by yourself. All you need to do is go to the app that we always teach in the school, get your earpiece, sing it. People will not even know that you do not have done jingles just with their phones. And they submit it to companies, and those companies will be like, wow, you're amazing. So that has saved cost of you going down to the studio. Not that it's not good to go to the studio. Don't get me wrong. If you have the money and you have the time to go to the studio, go to the studio. But imagine if you have the skill to do it by yourself. You'll be able to do some things by yourself and be dishing out things in your YouTube, in your Instagram, in your Facebook. Those social media platforms will be active. So if you can try and join the next section so that you will have the full package. You have the full package of going to learn more about your voice and also learn how to make money with your voice. With that, you are an all-round, you have that ability. So more things that in the school we do is collaboration. Collaboration in the sense that we would work with different sets. I'm sure that even in these 7 days, some of you have already made friends. Must have seen 1 or 2 people. Maybe when you ask a question on Telegram, someone will now answer you. From there, you become a friend of that person. Because in music, relationship goes a long way. So people underestimate what relationship can do for them, both in general in life. If you have good relationship with your colleagues in the industry, go and watch skit makers. Today, you will see this person with this person doing a skit. It's collaboration. The fans of this person will join with the fans of that person, and the both of them will join together and they will do skits together. That is beautiful collaboration. You will make friends that will become family friends. I see many of them, they become best friends in my school. I see a lot of them. This one say, my partner said this, my partner said this. This one said, this one said this, this one said this. And they work together. And with that, they grow. Collaboration has really blessed me. I know when I was starting out, I had friends. I didn't have money, but I had friends. I still have friends. I have relationships. Friends that you cannot buy with money. You can't just meet them and say, please come and help me to do this thing. But I have those friends that when I meet them, they would listen to me. It is done by relationships, done by collaboration. So if you have people that have like minds, you are in a school, in a music school, everybody here loves music, everybody is learning to sing. We have duet projects. You would work with another singer. I will sing, you will sing. We will teach you how to do it. You don't need to be in the same place to be able to sing. When you people were coming in, I shared a video on virtual choir, how that we did in Presidium Media virtual choir. Our virtual choir is made up of people from 9 countries of the world. 9 countries of the world. Okay, we have Nigerians, we have people from Australia, Poland, French, Italy. They are all here. Now you meet up with them and you sing with them. My dear, you are going international. Okay, we're going international. You see?
Sono italiana.
This one is speaking.
Ho trovato la mia voce quando ho scoperto i cori virtuali 2 anni fa, all'inizio della pandemia. Cantavo già in un coro polifonico, ma non pensavo di riuscire in un coro virtuale. Mi sembrava troppo difficile. Da allora non mi sono più fermata. Il corso di vocalità di 2 settimane con Gracie Dion mi è stato di grande ispirazione. Tantissimo divertimento. Ciao.
Cześć, mam na imię Angela i jestem bardzo wdzięczna, że mogę wziąć udział w tym projekcie i podarować swój głos. Jest mi niezmiernie miło, że mogę pracować z tak wspaniałymi ludźmi i dzięki muzyce możemy robić naprawdę fantastyczne rzeczy dla innych ludzi.
We also have, you know her, Vivian from Togo, Senegal, and me. To get exposed to in this young. Just this year, we had 2 of our students represent Nigeria in singing for Ukraine. Isn't it amazing? They joined the virtual choir because they already have the experience from the school. They joined the virtual choir and they sang for Ukraine and they were awarded diploma. Please, can I see your hands for the Lord? They won diploma representing Nigeria in singing for Ukraine. See, once there is opportunity and Presidium Media has not seen it and our students have not seen it, then that means we have not seen it at Presidium Media. Once we see any opportunity, sometimes I have friends in the industry who will send me a message, please, I need 2 people who will do jingles for me urgently. I'm not going to my friends first to say, please, there is opportunity for jingles. The first people I will give it to is my students. I had one offer. They said they needed someone to come and represent Africa, no, to represent Nigeria in Commonwealth. I just go straight to my, even right now, I even have one offer for, if not that, I don't know, if there's any female composer here, I have an offer they gave me last week to get some female composers for football, Nigerian football, World Cup, Women's World Cup. If you're a female composer, like you compose with staff notation, if you are, please inbox us after today's class because I have an offer for that person. They just contacted me. They need some composers for the football, for Women's World Cup. My students, I will type it to you. Once I see any offer and you don't have it, I did not share it, know that I did not see it. So these are the benefits you can get. Okay, so like now, giving you people one benefit. If there's anybody who is a female composer here, please just indicate on WhatsApp inbox the admin. Okay, so that I can include you in the list that I'm submitting to them. It's for so much opportunity. Sometimes some of my friends will come here and say, I need someone who represents this. I need someone who represents this in the industry. And so the first person I would look out for is my students, because when you people are shining out there, we are shining, Presidium Media, we are happy to see our students blossom out there. When I go to your YouTube page and I see 1 million subscribers, hey, Presidium Media students is getting 1 million subscribers. Do you know what that is for us? It is a blessing. So why won't we push you so that you go out there and bless? Even your classmates will support you. One thing we do in the community is we tell everybody, we have share your Instagram, share your this thing. Everybody, we have follow. We follow each other, support each other. When your friend posts one thing about singing, you go there and comment. You go there, you like. We do like a family there. If you want to come to Presidium Media and you plan to come and spoil things, God will not allow you to enter. The people that enter Presidium Media, God selects them specially. God will not allow you to enter. If you want to go there and bring evil things, God will not allow you. So if you're going there, you want to grow your music, you want to grow yourself as a musician, you want to be the best, you want to sing for the greater glory of God, you will see that you will blossom. You will blossom. We will not even need to beg you, come and help us to tell people. Our work speaks for us. Our work speaks for us at Presidium Media. Our joy is to see you all blossom as students. Internationally, the time 2 of our students won diploma singing for Ukraine, if you see the way we were jumping at Presidium Media, we were jumping. Everybody was so happy because it's a great thing. Even another of our students is currently representing Nigeria at Commonwealth. And she's just a young lady of 13 years. She's representing Nigeria at Commonwealth. It's a joy for us. We want you people to be going international. Everywhere, Presidium Media, take over the industry. Take over, because you are meant to share your gifts to the world. Share your gifts to the world. Don't hide your talents. You see this online thing. See, time is going. All these live performances are gradually going away because people are no longer living in their houses. Look at what is happening currently in Nigeria now. You can't even move from here to here. If they tell you the price, if you even have a car you are driving, you can't even buy fuel. Fuel of 10,000 that will fill my tank is now 28,000 naira to fill the tank. Some people's cars, it will be 35,000 naira. So even if anybody is even inviting me to come out, I know how much I will charge you. If you cannot afford it, then sorry, I can't come out. Come and meet me online. Let me sing for you. So you should know how to use your platforms. You see YouTube, you see all these things. The next upcoming seminar on music making, we are packing. Come and see research we are doing here at Presidium Media for you. The people that are going to come and teach you, if you finish it, if you do what you are told to do, very soon, it will be, let me not talk too much. Okay? Let me not talk too much. So I will entertain questions. In case you have any question about the school, about what you've learned so far. If you also have anything you want to say concerning the program, you want to say to us, the organizers, to Presidium Media and all that. So you just raise up your hand. We'll entertain questions now. You know, today is the last day. So before I even say that, your projects, I'm so proud of you all. Keep submitting your projects. We'll allow you to give you the grace to keep submitting. After you've submitted your project, once you see approved, please shoot your video review. It's video review. video review where you will say what you learned, your name and everything. Shoot it like a video and post it on your Instagram and tag us. If you're not on Instagram, post it on the Telegram and tell us, okay, your video review. After you are done with that, we will now do your certificates and forward your certificate to your email. So you have your certificate of participation. Okay, we don't just give certificate because you register for program. We now share the certificate to everybody when we know that the person did not do the work. As a musician, you must be ready to work. You want to eat, you must work. But the beautiful thing about the work is that the work is fun. Make the work fun. Enjoy yourself while you're doing the work. Remember, when you're doing your vocal exercise, enjoy yourself. Collaboration matters. Imagine if you are a singer, you have your own fan of 1,000 followers, and then you now have a friend who is also a musician, and you call the person to sing along with you, and the person has a great voice, and you have a great voice, and she has like 1,000 followers, and the two of you collaborate together. She posts on her platform, and you post on your platform. You would see that at the end of the day, you will be able to exchange followers. You will have new followership, and your friend will have a new followership. So it's always good that in the industry, you get to meet other people. Share this my screen. I want to show you someone watching this.
Rejoice, rejoice, rejoice with me. Rejoice, O daughter of Zion. Daughter of Zion, rejoice, rejoice,
Exercises diligently, and he really practiced this song that we're singing. And I know that he's really going to go far. He just needs more guidance and more support to push him to that greatness that he deserves. So, Shepherd, I want to encourage you. You have a beautiful voice. Keep it up, okay? So let's pick another person.
I keep fighting forces in my mind to say I'm not enough.
Let this voice just enter this phone. Let's have this voice. Let me just catch this voice. You see, this voice is something else. But then you see this thing that we do when we sing, that when you sing, you have your coming together. Sometimes we don't know what we do. But one thing it does is that it doesn't give you freedom to express, because you live everywhere relaxed when you're singing. Now, if this place is free, you will see that this voice is beautiful. But imagine if this place was free. The production that this voice will give when he was doing that, would have been more distinct and more beautiful. But then I want to say I'm very, very touched by her performance.
Every single lie that tells me I will never measure
then because she doesn't know that this thing is affecting, she's fragile. But then she has a naturally gifted voice that sometimes you see some people have these gifts that you may not even know the right techniques, but God will just impart the right techniques into you. Just be doing it. You don't know that this thing I'm doing is actually the technique. You just be doing it. You don't know that God will just give you the insight, the wisdom. You'll be doing it and you'll be like, wow, my voice is sounding well. Or someone asks you, what did you do? I don't know, God just give it to me. So here at Grace Social Media, we'll tell you that see this thing you've been doing, that this is actually what is helping your sound to sound like this. You say, oh, and that will help you that every time you want to sing, you will always sing well. But if you don't know that thing that makes you sound well, today you sing good, tomorrow you make a mistake, you wonder. But I sang this same song and I sounded nice, okay?
Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. You say I am.
Please clap, 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 clap. What I meant is, please, are we clapping here? Clap now. Let me see people's hands as you clap for this big voice. Hear that? Oh my goodness. These are the kind of people that should be going for Nigerian. I always tell my students, if anybody in the school is ready to go for American Idol, I don't mind giving you all of my time and my resources. Push you to go to American Idol, American Got Talent. Go there. This is the kind of voice that will go to American Got Talent. Simon will cry and say, I'm touching my golden buzzer. Please, I need to see you in the next section. No darling. No darling.
Love, when I can feel nothing, you say I am strong. When I think I am weak.
And she made use of what she learned in the school. And when we had the class with Charity Thomas, we talked about how you can make your covers different. And you can see that this is not the way the song is actually sung, but she personalized the song. If you hear her singing it, you think that she's actually the writer. Maybe she wrote the song and was singing. I love this version. I love this.
You say I am held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. You say I am yours, and I believe, oh I believe what you say of me. I believe.
Well done, girl. You are a blessing. Well done. Well done. Okay, so there's so many beautiful performances here. I can't play everybody. Okay, Claire. Claire was the first to submit, so we gave her a scholarship this afternoon. She was the first to submit her project. Congratulations, Claire. Gave her a scholarship. And also, that reminds me, the two people who sang on Friday in my class, performance class, they sang and showed their video. Those two people have been awarded scholarships. Their names are Kisito Odume and Victoria. Please, Victoria, we don't know your surname, so write to the admin and tell us your surname. You were given scholarship as well.
Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and white, clean and bright, you
I just got to know Claire by her assignment. Every day she was submitting. I'm like, I would love to see who this young lady is. See her sing. She's an alto singer, and you can see the uniqueness in this voice. But just this, what this voice just needs is training and guidance. If this voice is well trained, you will see the beauty of this voice. So you can imagine after doing diligently her assignment, this is what she's producing. Then when she now gets into the school and she does serious trainings, whereby she will be exposed to different kinds of songs that she will sing, that will bring out the uniqueness of her voice. So Claire, well done.
Bless my homeland forever.
We have Lizzie here, Don Deville. We have Claire. Maybe Claire was practicing here. We have who here? We have Fidelia, beautiful Fidelia. Who else has submitted? Oluchi too. Okay, so these are people who have submitted. If you've not submitted, please start submitting and do your video review.
You feel there's no heart or sorrow. There are ways to get there if you care enough for the living. Make a little space.
But we can't hear you.
Am I muted?
Okay, we can hear you now.
Yeah, I had to pause the video. So, like as I was saying, I love the way Augustina was still singing with confidence, even when she made mistakes. That is a true performer. You know, when we're learning performance techniques, we said how you handle mistakes is very also is key. So as a professional, when you even make mistake, stand your ground and keep singing. So Augustina, don't give up, okay? Don't give up. It's never too late to learn. Get into the school. I need you to stay hydrated, clear your voice, do your vocal exercises. When you need to rest your voice so you don't hurt your voice. Okay? Let's see, touch Fidelia. Let's hear Fidelia too. Well,
Look at the world, everything all around us. Look at the world and marvel every day. Look at the world, so many joys and wonders.
okay, try your very best to get into it. Because this voice is going to places. This voice is unique. It's the type that when it performs on the stage, people will be touched. It will go straight to your heart and to your soul. This is the kind of voice. And I love your selection of songs. The song is perfect for your voice. So you really know your voice. Well done, Fidelia.
So many miracles
place in your heart, and I know that this love, this place is much brighter than tomorrow. If you really try, why there's no need to cry. In this place, you feel there's no more sorrow.
Ma, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Hear me now. Can you hear me now?
We can. Yes.
Once this is speaking, you won't be able to hear me. Sorry. So, like, I've paused what she was singing. Now, I said that I love the way she was confident singing the song, enjoying the song. One thing about you enjoying the song when you're singing it, when you are in the song, enjoying that song, whoever is also watching you will enjoy it with you. So you can see once I played Gabriella's song, I was already even dancing with her and her unique, beautiful voice and beautiful self.
There are ways to get there if you care enough for living. Make a little space, take a better breathe. Leave the water, make it a better place.
My goodness, oh my goodness, I am so proud of all of you. I am really, really so proud of all of you. You all made us so proud of organizing this 7 days training. It's beautiful to see people who are passionate about singing. And I bet you, because you are passionate, Presidium Media is going to help you to get to the best place that you deserve to do. The only thing we want you to do is to do the work. What we tell you to do it. If you don't do it, even you will know that, I didn't do those things. I've learned it, so, but I've not done it. When you don't do it, it's a skill. It's just like somebody that wants to go and learn how to make chairs. You're a carpenter, you want to learn how to make chairs. And you're not able to work on a chair. Your orca tells you, oh, yeah, work on this chair, do it like this. Leave the tools on the floor and say, the knowledge enter my head. It will not, though. You have to take those tools and do it by yourself, have the experience in it. So when you come to Presidium Media, we tell you, do your vocal exercise 5 times a week. Sing your song, submit it. Some people will say, oh, I don't have time to become. Once you enter the school, we make it flexible. You have your classes once a week. You will meet together like this once a week. But then on your own, you will practice for 5 times a week. On your own, you will do your vocal exercises. Then one of those your practice, you would record it and send it as your assignment so that we'll hear how you are doing your assignment. So that you're not going to be giving a vocal exercise instead of you to do it correctly, you'll be doing it wrongly. That's the mistake some people do. When they go to YouTube, they see a vocal exercise, they go and be doing it. There's nobody to correct you and say, see this vocal exercise, you're not doing it well. But when you have someone, that's why we tell you submit on Telegram. When you submit on Telegram, we listen to it and we'll say, look at this thing, you are not singing this thing this way. This is the way this exercise should be done. Open your mouth. Or are you singing it like, no, to correct it to be like this, correct it to be like that. With that, you will grow. You will not be able to, you will not make those mistakes. So by the time you go through Presidium Media, if somebody tells you, you cannot learn music online, it's impossible, you will tell the person, me, I learned music online. So let me tell you, the world is growing global now. And in Presidium Media, if you see the kind of research we are doing here on how to push music online, help people to make money through music online, everything. When you enter Presidium Media, I don't need to talk too much. By the time you enter, you really want to be telling other people about it. We don't make noise in Presidium Media. It's our students that make the noise. You'll be the one telling other people, because by then you will see with your eyes that the world is growing fast. So I need to key in. Anybody that is still in the notion that you cannot learn music online or train your voice online or learn a skill online, that person is still sleeping. The world is moving fast, so don't allow it to move fast past you. You have to key into the system so that you are not pushed away from the system. Okay, so thank you, everybody. Thank you for staying this long. Let's entertain questions. If you have any question or anything you want to say, just raise your hands and let's talk around of me. I'm already done with what I have to say for today.
Questions, please. Okay, I want to ask your question. Unmute and ask. Amade, can you unmute yourself? Okay.
I think you have to unmute then.
Okay, let me check.
Have to unmute.
Okay, unmute yourself, please.
Okay, good evening, ma.
Hi,
Good evening.
Okay, so I don't really have, okay, yes, I have a question, but before I go to the question, I just want to say thank you very much for the training and everything. I really appreciate. And then my video that you played earlier, funny enough, I actually felt I did not sing well. I felt really sad after posting the video, but thank you. At least my spirit has been uplifted.
You are amazing. It happens to every musician. Sometimes when we sing, we feel like.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate I really so thank you so much. I really appreciate. So I think the question I would want to ask, I asked it earlier on the Telegram group, but I didn't really get a response. So I'll still ask again. When you're singing with your chest voice, is your like the production of the sound, is it coming from your chest or from your stomach?
Okay. Your chest voice is actually a register. Okay. Now, it is not the production of the sound that should come from the chest. It is the vibrations. The vibrations occur in the chest. All sounds when you sing should come from within. So when you're doing your chest voice thing, you're singing with your chest register, the vibration occurs in your chest area. If you're doing with your head voice, the vibration occurs in your head. If you're doing your mixed voice, it is around your chest and between your legs, somewhere around there. Now, my register, my chest register, where it falls will be different from where your own chest register falls. So it may be different. That is, if we have different voice types, it may be different. So now the thing now is, the only thing is that the way the vibrations of your vocal fold at that point of chest register and the vibrations of mine will be the same. If there is any way we can see inside of us, it will be the same. So it's not that you are looking out for the sound coming out from your chest. It is that you will feel the vibration around here. When you get into the school, we have in level 2, we have special topics. We break down the topics. You know, you can't really train your voice in 7 days. Fully. It is a gradual thing and it's a milestone. So that's why we have levels. We have level 1. Level 1 is in 3 months. After that, I move to the next level 2, level 3, level 4. And then our curriculum, we follow London College of Music curriculum. So if you finish from our school, you can easily take a London College of Music exam, pass, and get a certificate from London College, either grade 5 or grade 8.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Then, ma'am, please, one more question. Is there a difference between head voice and falsetto?
Well, head voice is head. This is kind of heavy. Okay. But both of them are very high registers. Some call it falsetto, the false voice. Head voice is just like I said, the vibrations is done around this area, around your head. And some school of music, we have some school of music that say there is no difference. Some vocal coaches will tell you there is no difference between head voice and falsetto. That head voice, females have head voice, they don't have falsetto. That is only males don't have, males have what they call falsetto, they don't have head voice. Some vocal coaches will tell you that, some will tell you there is a difference. So it has always been a fight between different school of thoughts. For me, what I tell people is that I try to break it down. Falsetto on its own has its own classification. Head voice has its own classification. And I cannot fully start explaining these things right now that you would understand. By the time you enter the school, it's even in level 2 that you'll be taught intensively on head voice and falsetto. But you don't need to bother yourself about what these things are for now, because what your main concern should be on is mastering your voice, what your voice can do, and then taking note of those different registers. When you get into your head voice, you understand that I'm currently on my head voice now, and when I'm in my mixed voice, I'm in my mixed voice, and when I'm in my chest voice, I'm in my chest voice. Okay?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
well done.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate.
Thank you. Too.
Okay, Fidelia, please, or Fidelia. Okay.
Okay, good evening, Ma.
Hi, Fidelia. Good evening.
Okay, Ma, first of all, I want to thank you for the opportunity you've given to us. Thank you very much. Now, my question, when you listen to one of my voice notes, it said I should be able to take in air without it being noticeable. So if I want to take in air and I do not want it to be noticeable, should I take in air with my mouth or should I breathe in through my nose, Reese?
Question is always, where should I have taken it? Even me, when I was studying, I kept asking my coaches, please, where am I going to take it? Am I taking in air from my nose or from my mouth? And the answers I get is taking air from anyone that you prefer, because we all have different ways our body responds to things. Okay, but the advantage of taking it from your nose is that it filters a lot of bad air from coming in. Because if you're using your mouth, it will filter it. It will not. If you're using your mouth, it will take in everything, both sand. If there is harmattan, everything will come in through it, and then it will not be able to filter the air. And before you know, you start having sore throats, having bacterial infection, having cough, having all those things. So most people will tell you, use your nose. And me, I usually tell people, it's even better you use your nose, because when you use your nose, people will not hear when you're taking it. But if you insist that you must use your mouth, because some people will say, I can't be using my nose because maybe I have asthma, I have patient. If you must use your mouth, you will try your best to make it as silent as possible. Me taking in air from my mouth and you are not hearing it. Taking it from my nose is even also faster because nobody will hear it. Nose will not make sound. To not make sound. So if you can practice your nose, fine and good. So that is the advantage of you using your nose. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, Ma. Thank you very much, Ma.
Please, Augustina, can you unmute yourself?
Okay, do you want to talk?
Yes. Okay, thank you so much. Good evening, ma. Yes, I've already expressed my gratitude before now. I mean, this is a wonderful class. I never knew I was missing something like this until this last day. Sincerely, I just joined it. It was like, wow, it's so amazing. You are good, you're great. Thank God for you. So I have actually been looking for a class like this, that's a forum like this. Now I found a place. I want to submit my whole interest and passion, not just for this, but for any extent this is going to go, because I am very, very interested in this. So meanwhile, Yes. Meanwhile, I believe I have talent in music, but my problem has been how to go about it. That is the bulk of the issue, how to go about it. And one of the things I have as present current challenge is I can sing certain parts of music, but I realize I might not be able to tell clearly, be able to recognize when I'm singing alto or when I'm singing tenor, but I can't really tell clearly which one I'm singing, but I can, if you tell me to sing, I can sing very well. I believe I can sing very well. Let me use that word. But this challenge is one of the biggest challenge I have now, is to know what part is this, what part is this, and how to say it at any point in time. So I want to be guided. I want to submit my whole interest in this from now. I don't know if you register me personally. What I mean by me personally is to take me as a direct student, because I'm interested. I really want to get this right. It's been all my passion. I want to go high. I really want to soar high. I have interest in making music, but I can't actually do it if I don't get these things right, these basics. So please, I want to submit my interest in this. Thank you.
The right thing. The right thing. On the day one that you missed, we did that thing on vocal range, finding where you belong. People were even doing their test. If you go on Telegram, you see some people submitting their results. So don't worry, you're already chatting with me on how to meet up. Just keep on chatting with me. We'll be working on it until you're able to watch all this. Then you register for the next section. Okay, the registration has started.
Okay.
So join the wait list from tomorrow. People should start paying their money into their so we're only taking 100 people in the next section. Once we get the number of people that we need for the next section, you will have to wait till the next section, which is in December or January. That's when the upper section will join. So just let's keep talking in books, okay? So, and then try to watch those videos, do the assignments. If you have any challenge how to use the website, learn it, because when you enter the school properly, everything is done on the website. Okay. Once you grasp how to use the website, you will enjoy it.
Okay. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you, Lucky.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Augustina, please, can you unmute yourself?
Good evening, Ma.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Before I ask my question, I would really want to thank you also for this opportunity. Like, as you can still hear, my voice is still a bit cracked. I just had to do that. I just had to submit that project like that because I really wanted to get mine done today. That's why. But I want to ask, maybe subsequently, can we still do maybe kind of like redo it and still post? I know I'm having challenges with cracked voice because I shout a lot outside teaching. In the house, I shout too much. God will help me to really calm down on that. Sure. But can we really do something else? Maybe like say in a day or two and still submit on the Telegram page, or would the page be closed down? Thank you.
Those who have not completed their assignment, have not done their project, you can still meet up to Tuesday. Okay. Then about the shouting, let me tell you something. You love your voice. Augustina.
Yes, I'm with you, Ma.
Do you love your voice?
I do.
Are you ready to sacrifice for your
yes.
Because someone can no longer sing or even talk because of this. So what I tell them is, first thing is you have to sacrifice shouting. When you want to shout, I know children can be really provoke us to you just see someone carry powder let's say I'm about to go in for my class, my daughter will just take the powder that I used to rub on my face right in the camera and throw it all over herself, all over her body, all over the chair and on the floor. And I'll be like, before you know it, if you are not careful, you will shout and say, you just shout. Because it seems like that shouting is what they will use to hear you very well. If you talk and be like, what did you do? They will not
They will
understand
not
where
hear.
you're coming from. That this thing is so, but because you love you, the best thing is you one, two, and two. 1, 2, 3, you would hold your palm, speak. So that urge of you shouting, you are holding it with your palm. Then you release it slowly. By the time you have released it, you've taken in air deeply. Then when you now want to talk, you will see that instead of you shouting, you're able to scold but not shout. And then when you want to talk to them that way, you want to increase your volume. You don't need to shout. You'll be like, what are you doing? Even if you want to speak English, you will not need to do and use all the force on your vocal cords. Rather, it will come from inside and you'll be like, it's still coming from inside. If you are Yoruba and you're speaking Yoruba, you want to speak, I don't have to speak Yoruba. It's still the same technique. If it is English, what are you doing? What is that? You will be able to increase your volume and you would not
Shout. Yeah.
Yes. Then even as a teacher, you have to really guide it because most people who use their voice fast are people who are teachers and they're also singers. You want to avoid that, make sure you drink a lot of water, do your exercises, and find time to rest your voice. Were you in class yesterday with Mama?
I joined in late.
Yeah, later you watch the videos.
Okay.
Mama has been a teacher for many years, and her voice is still fresh. Why? Whenever you see you use your voice often, find time to rest your voice. And how to rest your voice is that you don't talk too much, and you don't even sing that day. Only if it is necessary to talk, that's when you talk. Some of you will notice that yesterday I did not mark assignments. I only came to talk during the class. I was practicing my vocal range. So you find time to do your own vocal rest. A long way to go. Okay, and then each time remind yourself that you love your voice. Tell yourself, I love this voice God has given to me, and I must not do anything. It means me minimizing the way I shout, the way I talk. I talk slowly and gently with my voice. I will do it so that I don't lose it. You know that God gave you that voice for a purpose. So you must guard it. No matter what, you must guard it. Always remember that.
Thank you. Amen.
All right, the next person.
If Naya, please unmute.
Okay, good evening, Ma.
Good evening.
I don't really have a question in a way, but I just want to thank Grocidium Media. I really want to thank Grocidium Media. They helped me a lot. They helped me believe in myself. Like, it's something I've not gotten from my choral group for years that I've joined them. And I'm impressed. Actually, I'm Claire from Instagram, from the Telegram group. I'm Claire.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
Yes, Ma.
My active student, always submitting assignment. She's the first to submit. Bam, 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 bam. Beautiful. Keep up the fire, eh? Carry that with social media. You would go places.
All right, thank you, Ma. Thank you for appreciating the activeness. Like, I know I've been active in so many groups, musical groups, choral groups, but then the way there's still talk me down, or you don't have a voice, why are you wasting your time and all that. So I'm really grateful. Thank you.
You don't have a voice. Hey, I know how. I know that time she started. Hey, I was following her. I know that time. Every time I would tell her, I was in that shoe. I used to sing and people would say, shut up. In my choir then. So people would go to
Yeah,
my
exactly.
choir and say, why is that girl always holding microphone? Why do you people give her responsibility to sing? Because this girl is singing like a mosquito.
Yeah, exactly.
But do you know today, all of them, you will be shouting, Grace, that time she was young in the choir now. I know her, that those days she's always singing responsibility. From that time, one thing I say about music, see, if I see anybody singing, some people may be laughing at that person. Me, I'm looking at potential in that voice. Every voice is unique. God created them. If you even hear somebody like the lady that just talked now that her voice is cracked, that woman has voice. Somebody may hear her singing and say, this one is singing. For me, as I'm looking at the voice, I know the beauty that lies in that voice. All the person just needs is guidance. Once you are properly guided, once you are properly giving feedback, and you do the things you are told to do, I am telling you, you will enjoy your voice. You will love your voice. You will become, and once you begin to love your voice, people will love your voice. So I want to encourage you, keep it up, Claire. This is just the beginning. Okay?
Thank you, Ma.
Well done.
Thank you.
Okay. Develop one music. Please, can you unmute?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
I would like to really thank you and give a big kudos to you, ma, for the job. Well done. In fact, to be sincere, if I don't talk about this, I'll be an ingrate. I'm not really looking up for something really serious as this when I join. I just joined for joining sake, honestly. But the thing really shocked me. Like, I'm really surprised for good. The program has been a good impact on me. Well, to be precise, I study music, but to some extent, this has been a plus on me, like adding more value to my musical experience. I really thank God for having you, Ma, to do this for us. God bless you real good in Jesus' name. Thank you so
Amen.
much. That's all what I have to say.
Thank you for your kind words. This wouldn't have been possible without the Presidium Media team, all of the staffs here at Presidium Media, and also our wonderful students who are also part of the project. So as the blessing is coming, it's touching all of us. And everybody here too, it wouldn't have been possible if all of you did not come to class, because we will just wait for you and we will not see anybody in class. So the program will not be a success. But since everybody was active, made it success. So thank you, Dolapo, for your kind words.
Jerry. Are we taking Jerry?
Yeah, let him.
Okay, Jerry. Last person, please.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Hey, Jenna. Where's your project? Your project too.
Yes, ma'am. I will submit it tomorrow in the group, ma'am. I want to thank you.
To your voice, eh?
No problem, man. No problem. I want to really appreciate you for everything, you know. If somebody have done a logistic work before, you will understand what it takes to bring about how many teachers from a Monday till Friday, you know. You might be looking at it like it's a common something or something like that, but looking at it financially, it's not easy. Bringing teachers from all around the world. I pray that God will strengthen you more and God will increase you in Jesus' name.
Mhm.
The question that I want to ask is, there is a notion about vocal health. You know, when I was growing up in the choir, our choir masters and some other people were saying it then that if you eat something that is always drawing, like okra, that it help in the flexibility of your vocal cord, or chew banana before going on performance. How true is it?
So we had Mama yesterday to talk about some things about what you should avoid and all that. And I've said it also one time, I think in the beginning of this class. See, Presidio Media will not tell you not to eat banana. Or, I mean, take banana. Maybe when you come for the vocal, some people will think that when they come for voice training, we'll tell them, oh yeah, take banana, open it, swallow it like that. Please, I'm not telling anybody to do that. I'm not telling you to. What will help you is your vocal exercises, staying hydrated, and your practice, and following all the techniques that you are introduced to. So, all those things they tell you, take this, take that, take this, they are for vocal therapy. Some of those things are for vocal therapy. Let's say you have a sore throat. You may need to take ginger, take lemon, all those things to cure sore throat. Or maybe you have a cough, you may want to take bitter cola to cure that and all that. So those ones are for curing sake. Those are not the things that will give you a sweet voice or a nice voice. Even the water self, it is all for therapy. The water is to help to cure all those things or to prevent all those things. Lozenges, all those meant something. But don't take those things when you're about to go on stage. Let's say you're about to go on stage in 30 minutes time, you go and take lemon, or you take this thing, Mentos, and lick it. It will hold you to get you dehydrated. You'll not be able to sing and sing well. So if you want to take those things, take them beforehand and just watch your body. Take healthy foods. Take foods that will keep you healthy, because if you're sick, you'll not be able to sing, you'll not be able to use your voice to the best of its ability. So you make sure you eat very well, feed yourself very well, eat good food, fruits, vegetables, stay healthy. That's all we're asking you to do. And once you stay healthy, you'll be able to sing healthy. So not all those things. We even teach you, by the time you enter level 1 at Presidio Media, the first few weeks is teaching you about your vocal organs. You understand how inside of your body is and how sound is being produced. You'll find out that there is something called epiglottis inside here. And that epiglottis does not allow food to go into the part where your vocal folds lie. It closes up and directs the food into your esophagus, which takes it to your stomach. Then the other side is takes, if you're singing, when you breathe in, the air goes through, the epiglottis will open and allow the air to go to your windpipe, your trachea, and then go to your lungs. So this is how God just created it, that the food you eat would not affect your voice. And that's why if you are eating and you are talking, you can easily choke, because your brain will be confused whether to open the epiglottis or to close the epiglottis. So in the process of doing that, it may want to open the epiglottis, thinking that maybe you're just doing voice production. And then food is now coming there. It now wants to close the epiglottis fast. You will now see yourself choking. That is what just happened. Okay? So the food you eat does not in any way make you to have a good voice. It only keeps you healthy. What we tell singers is eat healthily and drink a lot of water to be hydrated. Anything that will dehydrate you, avoid it. Alcohol, all those things, they dehydrate you. If you must take them, increase your water intake and flush out all those things. So don't mind all this food. I'll tell you for you to have a sweet voice. Go and take raw okra or break egg, mix it with this. Avoid them.
All right, thank you very much, ma.
Thank you.
God
so
bless you,
much.
ma. Yes, ma.
Okay, so thank you, everybody. I want to also especially thank the president, section presidents. So very soon, her tenure will be over by the time we enter the next section. She has really done so well. I would have also loved the former president to come. She was not able to make it to come around. So she would have come, you'd have seen presidents who handed over to her. So when people enter level 1, you would have a class captain, someone who will be the leader of the class. Because Presido, the current Presido here, she was the class captain when she was in level 1. And she did very well. And today now she's the president for the whole section. Okay, so to be great when you come in, you see those who have leadership skills. When you come in, you'll be the one to vote. It's not me that will come and pick who will be your president. Like we have Mam Rose here. She's the class captain of level 2 students. She's the project supervisor. Mam Rose, can you show yourself? Is it possible? It's not possible, no problem. She's the project supervisor of this program. I want to thank them, okay, for doing so well. They are students like you, and you can see how they made the program so organized and everything. Well done to the both of you. And to all of you who were always coming to classes, well done. I want to encourage you, don't give up. When you start enjoying your voice, one day, one of my students was with me, and I was gisting with, let me go off record, scholarship. So thank you for adding. So for that is 45K. If you are not able to get a scholarship, or you want to enter the next section, you pay 45K to register for the next program. Please try and make your payments before the 15th of August, because registration will close 15th of August. Now, another beautiful thing is that we have commissions for students. If you are able to bring people to come to the school, we will pay you money. We'll give you, we give 5% commission for people who bring in people. So if you are able to tell your friends, I know this music school